Dina Jules Esquest. My paternal grandparents are Joe Jules and Agnes Jules. My maternal grandparents are Thomas Casmer and Sadie Casmer. My parents are Clarence and Dolores Jules. And I say this because that's our traditional way. We have to show our connection to the land here. My people have been living here in the Shuswap Nation since time immemorial. So I wish to welcome all of the students to our traditional territory, and I give you congratulations for your graduation, and I pray that the Creator will continue to watch over you and guide you throughout all these years, that you will be continuing with if you're finished your education, or if you're going to be going and apprenticing or doing your student practicum placements, or whatever it is you still need to do. And you may be working here for years longer. And I pray that during this difficult time, this coronavirus has really affected us and changed the way we do things. So I pray for you and your families. I pray that for their health and safety, and that you will be given the comfort and the confidence you need so that you will continue as you work. And I pray that you'll always have health and happiness. And I don't want to take this too long. I just wish to congratulate you, and I'll sing you a quick song to honor you. This was my Uncle Mitch's song. I was also, as our way to acknowledge those that have taught us. And Mildred Goffredson and Uncle Mitch, Nels Mitchell, taught us the songs and the dances, and my grandparents as well. So this was my Uncle Mitch's song. And congratulations to all.
Cookschackchuk, Elder Dina, thank you. White to white tap. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Christine Bovis-Knosson, and I am the Provost and Vice President Academic and Research at Thompson Rivers University. I am absolutely delighted to be your MC for today's virtual ceremony. I realize that this is not the way we would normally celebrate your convocation. Many of us were looking forward to congratulating you from the TCC and look on proudly as you cross the stage to receive your credentials. But sadly, this is simply not possible yet. We hope that you will find the virtual convocation just as exciting. We have congratulatory messages and speeches from the Chancellor, the President, Deans, and the Alumni Association. You will be able to watch the citations and speeches from our honorary doctorate recipients, Elder Mona Jules and Vera Schiff. I hope that you will find their journeys and words of wisdom as inspiring and as humbling as I have. Your valedictorian will also be making a speech in this ceremony, and we will be celebrating the medal winners' accomplishments. I do hope what we have arranged in the TRU virtual convocation ceremony will be almost as good as the real thing. It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Brett Fairburn, President and Vice-Chancellor of Thompson Rivers University, who will formally welcome you to today's ceremony.
White In the language of these lands where TRU's campuses are planted, the unceded territory of the Secwepemc people, hello to all of you, wherever this message finds you. My name is Brett Fairburn. I'm President and Vice-Chancellor of Thompson Rivers University, and I want to congratulate all of you, all of the TRU graduates of 2020, and all of your families, friends, and supporters. You've demonstrated hard work and dedication to your goals. That's what has brought you to today, to this culmination of your accomplishments. Perhaps it involved late nights of study. You may have been juggling work or care responsibilities alongside your courses. Perhaps you had to move away from home, or maybe you had to get past that one special class or subject. But you got here to today because you overcame every challenge. Likely you did not do it alone. You had friends and family members helping and supporting you and encouraging you. Perhaps there was an instructor or two who made a difference for you along the way. Every year there are a number of students who overcome exceptional personal challenges to achieve their degrees and certificates. With your hard work and perseverance, you inspire all of us who work in higher education. This year, there are more of you than usual. More of you have had to work through changes, setbacks, and disappointments to get to where you are today. It's been 100 years since students in Canada graduated in circumstances like these. Students who graduated during the Spanish flu in 1918 and 1919 graduated into a world ravaged by disease and death and an economy in turmoil. Such challenges come to some generations and have come to yours. It must be a little strange and perhaps a little sad to end your academic journey under the conditions of COVID-19. There's no use beating around the bush. You have missed out on some things. Some of you may have lost family members and loved ones. Others will have lost other things that are not trivial. Time with your friends, sporting events, your opportunity to celebrate your graduation in person, or a job lined up after graduation that disappeared. It's okay to be sad about such losses, whether they are great or small. Grieving is the process by which our minds and spirits accommodate events that go against our expectations, things that we cannot change. There's nothing wrong with grieving as much or as little as you need to, while at the same time commemorating this important step in your life. History shows that periods of hardship and disruption are followed by periods of building and rebuilding. I want you to know, graduates, that recovery and renewal will come. It's only a matter of time. You are the first generation of COVID-19 graduates. It will fall to you to take your fresh energy, skills, and ideas into society at the very beginning of the renewal and rebuilding of our economy, of our health services, and of our relationships with each other. Just as few cohorts of graduates face circumstances like a pandemic, few have the opportunity to help reshape the world. You will have that opportunity. And how will you reshape it? How do you want the economy, society, the world to be different than how it was before? As you think about that question, I have two suggestions for you to keep in mind. First, sustainability. As a society, we don't just need jobs and services and recreation to come back. We need them to be sustainable, to be more resilient than before. COVID-19 is an urgent reminder that our society is not separate from the natural world. This virus, one minuscule packet of molecules produced by natural processes, has the power to overturn economies and international relationships. We've been reminded that nature is powerful, and we are part of it. Before COVID hit, there was a strengthening consensus that our societies and economies needed to change to be more environmentally sustainable. Less pollution, less carbon, renewable energies coming more strongly on stream. Is there any doubt that post-COVID rebuilding has to be environmentally sound? Whether your graduate skills involve rebuilding buildings, advising businesses, or counseling people to change their lives, I suspect being more sustainable, more naturally resilient will be part of what you do. So seize the moment, embrace the change, and lead the change. Environmental is not the only kind of sustainability that matters, and that brings me to my second piece of advice. In unexpected ways, COVID has put a spotlight on issues of mental health and interpersonal relationships. Like with environmental issues, awareness of mental health was growing before the pandemic. Now, physical distancing and cancellation of events have made millions of people more aware of the problems of isolation. We need to take these lessons with us as we build a better economy and society. We need to be aware of how interpersonal relationships are important to all of us. All people need people. This reality makes recent examples of social discord and oppression even more painful. A few weeks ago in Minneapolis on May 25th, George Floyd died because of institutional attitudes and practices that devalue Black people and their lives. His death, coming after so many others, has revitalized an international movement to confront the legacies of racism, colonialism, and white supremacy. That movement touches us here at TRU and connects with long experiences of oppression that have affected all racialized groups in Canada. At TRU, because of whose land we are on, we remember the violence done by Canada and Canadian institutions to Indigenous peoples. Throughout its existence, Canada has expropriated, disenfranchised, and repressed Indigenous people, attacked their culture, and trampled their lives. In coming months and years, as we rebuild the interpersonal relations that make up a society, Canada, like other countries, must do better. Truth and reconciliation are the way forward for us. As graduates of TRU, you have the skill sets to build better relationships, a better justice system, a better economy, and services. In all of your programs and courses, you have learned that there are good evidence-based practices for trades, for professions, for research. You've learned to pay attention to facts and experience. In universities, we call this a search for truth. And you've worked together with students, faculty, and staff of many backgrounds and identities. Working together in this way builds respect for people. At TRU, you have shared and learned from your fellow students who are multiculturally Canadian, Indigenous, or international from over 100 countries around the world. Respect for truth, for evidence, for fact, respect for people. Those are building blocks of your university education. And they are building blocks for a better society. Building a more equitable society begins with facing facts and acknowledging real-life experiences. As graduates of a university, we don't look the other way. We pay attention to facts. Truth comes first for us. If we deal with truth well, we will get to reconciliation, which is in large measure about achieving and practicing respect, empathy, and compassion for other people. However we may be challenged by life's current issues, in reconciliation we find balance, harmony, and transformative change. Transformative change, that's what your university education has prepared you for. At TRU, we're moving ahead with a vision of inclusiveness. This university is a community where everyone belongs and where everyone is to be supported. We're still working on that vision and making progress towards it. But I hope you felt that sense of belonging during your time at TRU. Staff and faculty who genuinely helped and cared. Students who got involved, who encouraged you to try something new and shaped your experience. You're graduating from a very special university. I encourage you to take the spirit of TRU with you wherever you go. Build a more sustainable and equitable world where all people belong. How do you want the world to be different than it was before? You have the opportunity to do something about it. I want to end with one final visionary word in Secwepemcin, a word that we've adopted to guide ourselves at TRU, Quetzalcoatl. Quetzalcoatl means we're all related to each other, to nature, to all living things. Congratulations on what you have overcome and on what you've achieved, and our very best wishes for the next chapter and how you will contribute to your communities in the future. Well done, graduates of 2020.
Graduates, it's an honor for me as Chancellor of the Thompson Rivers University to address you on such a special occasion. Whether you attended the Kamloops or Williams Lake campuses or the TRU BC Centre for Open Learning. You have demonstrated that you have achieved a significant milestone in your life. Although I would prefer to be meeting with you and making this presentation in person, please know that I share in the celebration of your success. And by the powers vested in me as Chancellor of the Thompson Rivers University, I confer the certificates, diplomas, and degrees with all the consequent privileges and responsibilities in absentia to our graduates today. Again, congratulations.
Hey,
TRU medal winner in Business Administration recipient is Kennedy Aberdeen. Balancing both her creative and applied passions, Kennedy Aberdeen completed a dual honours degree in accounting and theatre from TRU. She broadened her horizons during second year by studying abroad at the Chapman College in Orange County, California. She returned to TRU and became a study abroad ambassador whilst working towards her Bachelor of Business Administration degree. Throughout her studies, Kennedy served as a supplemental learning leader, teaching assistant, and scribe for the accounting department. She was president and founder of the TRU Pre-Law Society, as well as the designer and presenter of Speak Up and Projection and Performance for the Courtroom. She did public speaking workshops for undergraduate and law students. Kennedy also built her dramatic presence by performing in TRU's productions of She Kills Monsters and A Midsummer Night's Dream. Her hard work earned Kennedy many accolades, including the Ken Lepin Business Student of the Year Award, the Kamloops Caribou CPA Chapter Award, the KPMG Student Scholars to Business Award, the International Mobility Study Abroad Exchange Award, and the TRU Study Abroad Ambassador Award. She also received the Chartered Professional Accountants Education Foundation of BC Scholarship, TRU Foundation Undergraduate Achievement Scholarship, and the North Kamloops Rotary Marvin Stone Memorial Scholarship. Kennedy plans to pursue her Juris Doctor. Congratulations, Kennedy, and all of the very best for your future.
The TRU Medal in Commerce recipient is Logan Williams. Logan Williams came to TRU believing he was headed for a career in medicine. However, his course choices broadened his horizons, and he is now considering becoming a lawyer, largely due to a business law course taught by the School of Business and Economics faculty member John O'Fee. Logan said O'Fee's passion for teaching and for learning made the subject matter much more interesting. Logan also thanks his teachers Adina Gray, Amy Tucker, and Mark Adam for having a similar effect on his thinking. He is now studying for the LSAT Law Entrance Exam and the MCAT Medicine Entrance Exam. Congratulations, Logan, and all of the very best for your future.
I'm Mike Henry, and I'm the Dean of the School of Business and Economics at Thompson Rivers University. It's a pleasure for me to congratulate all of you who are graduating from our school today, and to recognize that you've achieved something special, and you've reached for that brass ring and you caught it, and you're now flying. And not only special because you've done it, but because you tried to do it. And lots of people don't even try. You tried and you succeeded. And you're probably thinking, what comes now? As you celebrate with your family and your friends, you'll have that little time, and then you'll think, what am I going to do with my life now? And I'm outside the IB building right now, where we spent a lot of our last few years together, and I'm looking at the coyote on the top of the House of Learning. And that coyote is standing there poised to jump. And I'm pretty sure in his mind, he doesn't know where he's going to land, but like you, he will jump and he will land and he'll run off and be successful and go where he's going to go. Just like you're going to be going where you're going to go, and you will be successful. I want to acknowledge that we're in very, very unique times. And with coronavirus and the strife in our world, you're entering into that world, and we're going to need you. This world is going to need imagination, hard work, creativity, and we need you in this world to take us to the next better place that we'll be. So congratulations from me, from all of our faculty and staff at the School of Business and Economics. Keep in touch and go out there and knock it out. It's a pleasure for me to introduce this year's Sylvie Valedictorian, Kennedy Aberdeen. Kennedy is graduating with a BBA Honours with distinction with a major in accounting and a minor in theatre. She's, throughout her academic career, been able to balance the academic pursuits and the creative pursuits, studying accounting while playing a part in Midsummer's Night's Dream and several other theatre productions. She's been involved in the study abroad program at Chapman University. She's been involved as an ambassador for the university, for True World, and for the School of Business and Economics. She's been engaged as a learning strategist, as a tutor, as a support for other students as they've gone through their studies as well. She's received recognition for the prestigious Ken Leppin Award in Business and for the KPMG Scholars to Business Scholarship from our local KPMG office. I look forward to her address, and more importantly, even I look forward to her career as it unfolds as an accountant and as a future lawyer as she aspires to study a law in the future. Here's Kennedy Aberdeen.
Good morning, graduating students, friends, family, faculty, and those who typed in the wrong Zoom code and think this is their work meeting. Today, we celebrate all the composite hard work, time, dedication, and success of the 2020 graduating class. This ceremony is clearly not what we imagined when we began our individual journeys at TRU many years ago. And although 90s movies always projected amazing technology evolving by 2020, we probably didn't see ourselves attending a virtual graduation. It's true. We're graduating under unprecedented circumstances. Not everyone gets to recount through their entire career that they entered the workforce during a worldwide crisis, a projected recession, and a hiring halt. Nope, we're the lucky ones. But really, I would like to challenge the negative perception of our unique scenario and turn to the positive. Now, I told myself when I found out I would be giving this address that I was not going to cite some grandiose quotation from a famous person who changed the world. But then I came across a quote by none other than the beloved Tom Hanks, and he's not a philosopher or a world leader, so I think I'm in the clear. He spins together well the experience we are all going through, and he speaks directly to us when he says, "You will be enlightened in ways your degree never held in promise. No one will be more fresh to the task of restarting our normalcy than you, our chosen ones." And while some may argue Tom gets a bit cliche at the end there, he has a point. We, the class of 2020, had to adapt and be flexible during this time of change and uncertainty. And we are the people who will be joining organizations and businesses on the forefront of what is set to become a very different business world. Our world spans diverse cultures and differing values, and we often watch leaders and countries become consumed in conflict. But over the last few months, we've seen some contrasting examples of the world coming together and putting those differences aside for the good of humanity. We as graduates should take with us the lesson that the world isn't as big as we once thought. And one person, perhaps one of us graduating here today, grasped the opportunity to make an impact on this world in the last few months, just by staying home. Truly, we are a part of something bigger, and our impact stretches far beyond Thompson Rivers University. These past few months may also remind us how fortunate we are to study in a country like Canada that offers such free will and flexibility, because we've recently experienced what it's like to live without some of that free will and flexibility. And through that, graduating at this time allows us the opportunity to reset our beliefs and our lifestyles, so that when we enter the workforce, we have a more sure grasp on what really is important. We see more value in helping people, driving positive change, and being empathetic and aware of what goes on outside our own bubble. And whether or not you agree, you still have an answer to the ever-popular interview question, name a time when you had to adapt to a change in plans. But I'm sure we can all agree how fortunate we are to be graduating from TRU, an institution that has shown tremendous growth over the years, and where flexibility has always been a priority. You as graduates have not only succeeded in earning your education, but you made it through all those long nights in HOL studying, those mornings circling campus for a parking spot, and you endured those never-ending Tim Hortons lineups. Class of 2020, this is your opportunity to be creative. Because whether your next step is to enter the workforce or pursue further education, businesses and schools now more than ever are seeking leaders who can think and act resourcefully and proactively so that they can continue to adapt to our rapidly changing world. You've seen the impact your individual choices can have on this world in the last few months. And now, as you leave TRU, I urge you to continue to find ways to have positive impact on your families, your peer groups, your communities, and your places of employment. So congratulations, class of 2020. You've come a long way and you deserve to revel in your success and accomplishments. And believe me when I say you will get that chance. Because while now may not be the time for big communal celebrations, chances are you're the graduating class that will be cited in a history textbook one day. So thank you, congratulations, and graduates, it's time. Take that imaginary graduation cap and give it a toss in the air. You did it. Thank you.
At this point in the ceremony, I would like to call upon TRU Alumni and Friends Association co-chair, Mr. Jordan Hirschmiller, who is going to welcome you, our newest TRU alumni.
Hello, graduates, family, friends, staff, and special guests. On behalf of the Thompson Rivers University Alumni and Friends Association, I offer my sincere congratulations to you, the class of 2020. These are unprecedented times, and although we are not celebrating in person, this does not diminish your accomplishments whatsoever. Graduates, you are the newest members of the TRU Alumni and Friends global community. Now more than ever, I encourage you to take time and thank anybody who helped you along this incredible journey. Convocation is also the beginning of a new phase in your path to perpetual learning as you transition from TRU student to TRU alumni. Today, you have completed a milestone in your educational journey. This is not the end, but rather the beginning of something greater. A university degree is not the final step in your quest for knowledge, but more of a foundation in which your future experiences and knowledge will be built upon. I encourage you to never stop learning and to continue to ask questions as the quest for knowledge and self-improvement never ends. The TRU Alumni and Friends community are here to help with your future learning needs. Whether that be through community outreach, professional development, or global connections, we are here to help for you to transition to your new path. Be sure to stay connected with the TRU alumni community. Not only will it prove beneficial for you, also we want the opportunity to showcase the stories and accolades of our graduates with the global community. Alumni, you have now collected the skills and resources to be successful. I welcome you to the global TRU alumni family. Congratulations on all you have achieved and all you will achieve in the years to come. Thanks again.
We have now come to the conclusion of TRU's virtual convocation ceremony. I wish to add my own heartiest congratulations to all of you today. You have demonstrated commitment, compassion, adaptability, and resilience in the face of adversity in getting to this stage. The world in which we find ourselves living and working is a very different one to which we found ourselves at the beginning of 2020. We are all proud of you and celebrate your achievements alongside you, your friends, and your families. Please rest assured that you will be able to attend a live convocation in the future when we are able to hold one, so we can congratulate you all over again, this time in person. For now, congratulations TRU graduates of 2020. Stay safe, be well, and be good to one another. Cook's Chat Chat, thank you very much.